All right, guys, so you remember a few months ago I shot a little video where I did a protection assessment on a certain Presa named Bjorn. Well, it's time for an update on that dog. A lot of people wrote him off based on that protection assessment, but when you know what you're doing, anything is possible.
Yeah, buddy! Let's go!
As you guys can see, you know, it's a bit of a different dog now. He's comfortable, he's forward, he's able to deal with stress and pressure a little more in a productive way. He can handle pressure from the decoy. It's a very different picture than what you guys first saw. That's what we want to see. Decoy gets after him, he gets after the decoy. Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
And there you can see that he's re-gripping in. He has a nice confident behavior on the grip. You know, for a Presa, not bad at all. And you can see that he's, you know, a very different dog when he's dealing with a threat now. He knows what to do. The tail tells you the whole story. Nice arousal behavior. Let him start the party. Go stand over the sleeve and don't say a word. Just stand still. Your dog's too worried about you right now. There. Let him start the party now. Nothing from you, Austin. Just react when he does something. Even coming forward, flinch. Yeah, go ahead. There you go. Yeah. There you go. There you go. And now less for you, Austin. Yes, yes. Stop now. Stop. Yes. Good. Good. Let him work you. Let him work you more. So what we're working with Bjorn now is just him learning to be a little more proactive in the bite work. He has to be a little more proactive now. You know, he's waiting a little bit too much for the handler to instruct him. We want him to be a little more proactive. There's a balance between a dog that's out of control, a dog that's proactive, and a dog that's too reactive. So you can see he enjoys the work, but what we really need to work on is that kind of fine balance between the dog being proactive and reactive, the dog being obedient to the handler, but the dog also, you know, freely engaging with the decoy. The sleeve carries is actually really important for a dog like him. In the beginning, obviously, you could see he didn't want to engage at all, and then he didn't want to hold the sleeve at all. Now you can see that the dog freely sleeve carries. Sleeve carries are actually really important to developing grip, and you know, a lot of the hallmarks of a confident dog in protection work you will see in the grip of the dog. So a lot of people will say, oh, that's not very realistic to use a sleeve or to let the dog carry a sleeve. But what you don't understand is this is sparring, right? This is sparring, what we're doing here. The dog isn't fighting for his life. If every protection session you're doing, your dog is fighting for your life, he's learning absolutely nothing. It's like if you gave me your kid and said, teach my kid to box, and I just beat the shit out of him every session and he's fighting for his life. I put him in the corner and I just beat on him. He's fighting for his life, and maybe once or twice he manages to catch me with a punch or whatever. Is that real training? No. It's hectic, crazy nonsense that's going to break a lot of kids. And even if the kid learns to fight back, it's not going to be a good result. He's not going to have good fundamentals, right? Good protection is built on good fundamentals. The emotion must be there, but the emotion must be built slowly by building the confidence in the dog, not just always making it a fight to the death with the dog. And that's a mistake a lot of people make. Yes, I use equipment just as you use hand pads, just as you use heavy bags, just as you use gloves and all sorts of other things, just as you use foam and everything else in training, right? It's just equipment that helps the dog build his confidence and learn the necessary fundamentals to do the right things. Yes, there you go. There you go. So like even there, like you see like the dog's commitment is much less when the handler says watch versus like when he lights himself up. Make a little presence here, like You know, like a little presence, because it's a Presa. He reacts to that, and then he'll go, "Ooh, oh!" Let him come through that reactive side, just like what we did to bring him forward. Now you must do it on the grip.
Okay.
If you try to just make prey on the grip all the time, you're gonna get this a lot.
Okay.
Yes. And you can see there in descend over the tunnel, the dog strikes with some commitment, and you can like even grab him a little bit by the muzzle and see if that helps. And in the regrips, we want to see the dog regripping with some intent. So now he needs to work on that a little bit. So when you come in for the grip, you're doing like too much. I'll come in more like, there it is, bro. There it is, bro. Right? And then and what you might find is when you do that, he'll get a little like fixated, right? I'll just do it like, and don't go frontal like this, but like more like sideways, like this is the prey, right? And then you'll see he gets fixated, and I'll step into range, and just before he lunges, I'll jump out, and then I'll come back. And I'll do it like, again, a little more like thread in there, a little slower. You'll see the fixation, and then the dog will strike. The dog's a bit of a different dog now. You know, we took him through our protection program. If you're interested in our protection program, check us out, shieldk9online.com. I have my full protection training system there. All the foundation work that we do, how to get a dog that's like this, hiding behind the handler out. Can you do it with every single dog? To be honest, of course not. You know, I was a little bit facetious in the beginning, but at the end of the day, you know, with dogs, it's amazing what you can do with the right dog, with the right training. Not every dog is cut out, obviously, for this, but there's a lot of dogs that people do right off. They can certainly do something from a personal protection standpoint, from a bite work standpoint, as you can see here with Bjorn. All right, guys, so as you can see, you have the before, you have the after. There's obviously still a lot more work to do with Bjorn, but with the correct training, you can really radically improve a dog's performance in protection if you understand the drives, if you understand how to channel those drives properly, and how to teach a dog to come through things that make him or her uncomfortable in order to be productive and successful. So once again, guys, if you guys are interested in our protection program, if you want to know how to train protection dogs, check out our online protection foundation course below. Link is in the description. One thing, guys, I forgot to mention, if you are interested in getting protection training for your dog, or you're just interested in coming out occasionally and doing some bite work with your dog, we have an official bite night. For that, you can check us out on Instagram. We announce all our bite nights there. In addition, we do offer board and train protection programs for dogs that we've already pre-approved for that. So if you're interested in that, you're welcome to inquire with us about that service as well.